In this lesson, we're going to solve some problems with percents. So you're going to be able to learn how to work with percents to solve some problems, specifically coming to discounts, working with discounts, gratuities, or tips, and commissions. So what is a tip? A tip is, in the case of this video, we're looking at just a percent added to a check. So say you go to a restaurant or something where you sit down, you usually give them a tip, and so you figure out a percent of your check and you add that on top of it, and that's what you pay. A commission is similar to a percent in that it's amount of money made, so it's increased. It's an increase in money, but generally this is like, if I make a commission, say I sold something for like $100 and I get like a 10% commission, I would get $10. I wouldn't get $110. The $100 would pay for the product that was bought, but like the salesperson usually gets money from that. And a discount is the opposite of a tip and commission. It's not kind of like an on top of thing, it's more of a taken away. It's a percent taken off or decreased from a price. And all these we're working with percents in these examples today. So feel free to pause and work through the problems and compare your work with mine and see if we ended up ultimately at the same commission in this case. Zach works in car sales and makes a 15% commission. If he sells $50,000 worth of cars, what is his commission? So we're using a double number line to calculate the total cost in this situation. Here would be 0%, here is 100%. This would be $0. I can label that. And this is $50,000. So what we need to do is figure out what is 15%. Maybe we can say it's maybe right about here. So to do this, it's tricky for me to think what 15% is, but I can think what is 10% and maybe work from there, right? So we could say 10%. Well, I just do 50,000 divided by 10, because 100 divided by 10 equals 10%. So I'll divide 50,000 by 10, and that means I'm just moving my decimal point to the left one. So it would be 5000. So it would be 5,000 instead of 50,000. That would be 10%. Okay, so now I need to go 5 more percent. So what I actually will do is kind of go backwards and figure out, well, what's 5%, right? And that's 10 divided by 2, so do 5,000 cut in half. I know 5 is 2.5, so this would be 2, and then 2,500. If I add that up twice, I get to 5,000, so that's half. So that equals 5% plus 10%. 5,000 plus 2,500 is 7,500, so his commission would be $7,500 for his 15% commission. In this next problem, you go out to eat and spend $25 on dinner. You plan to leave a 20% tip. How much do you leave as a tip? What's the total cost of dinner, including the tip? So there's 2 steps. First, you have to figure out your tip, which is going to be similar to figuring out commission. Then you have to add that back to your check to get your total cost of the dinner. So when I'm looking at this, what I would do is 100% would be the 25, and then $0 would be 0%, and so I need to figure out 20%. My first step would be figure out 10%. So 10%, and I can just double that to get to 20%. 10% is dividing by 10, just like in the last problem. That's just shifting my decimal point 1 to the left, meaning 10% is $2.50. If I double that, that would be $5 even, is 20%. So I've already figured out my 20% tip, so that's $5. All right, now my total dinner cost is adding the tip plus the $25 I spent. Oh, that's easy. $30 is my total dinner cost. In this next example, while shopping, you find a shirt that originally cost $40. It's on sale for 25% off. How much money do you save? What's the new cost of the shirt? So again, with this discount, this is similar to tip in that you're going to figure out what the percent is, but then you're going to subtract it from your original cost to get your new shirt cost, because discounts are decreases. To start this one out, I would look at the original cost of $40, and I don't have my double number lines not labeled, so 100% would be $40, and then $0 is 0%. And I need to figure this out. So what I would first do is I have 25%. I could figure out 10 and then figure out 5 and then add up to get 25. But I could also go and figure out 50%, and I'm going to do it that way because it's a little bit different than the ways I've done it before. So 50% would be 100 divided by 2, that equals 50%. So then 40 divided by 2, that equals 20. So 50% would be $20, or not 20%, $20, right? Now 25%, or a quarter, is half of 50. So I divide this, 50 divided by 2 is 25. So I do 20 divided by 2, and that gives me $10. So I get $10 is my discount. Let me change colors here so I can write my answer. $10 is the discount. Now I subtract that. 40 minus 10. These are some pretty easy numbers to work with because 40 minus 10 I can do mentally as $30. So the new cost of the shirt is subtracting the discount to get to $30. So now that we've worked through an example of each, I think maybe you should pause the video and try the last 3, which is another discount, another gratuity, and another commission problem, and see if you can figure them out. Then check your work against mine. There's multiple ways to do it. It's just a matter of which way works best for you. Okay. Target is selling a lawn chair that normally costs $150, but it's on sale for 35% off. Calculate the discount and the total cost of lawn chair. So when I'm doing this, my first step would be, here's 100%, here's $150, right? That's your normal price. Set up your 100%, set up your zeros as the same, 35% off. So I could do like to 50, but I'm going to go to 10%. I'm going to figure out 10% by dividing by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10, and that just shifting my decimal point over. So that would equal, kind of have this reversed here. That's okay. So 10% is going to be $15, just shifting my decimal point in one spot. Now I need to figure out 5%, and then I can add up to 35%. So 5% would be half of this. So divide 10% by 2 and divide 15 by 2. 15 divided by 2, I may not know off the top of my head, so I can just do some quick little division here. It goes in 7, 14 minus 1, so it'd be 7 and 1/2, because half left over, that would be equals 7.5, which in money would be $7.50. So 5% equals $7.50. That would be right about here. 10% is 15. So now we just add up. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 10 more is 20, there's 30, and then 5 more is 35. So I need to do 15 3 times, and then a 750. 15, 15, 15, 750, 50 cents. So I've added this up, and I got 52.50, and that would be 35% off. 52.50 is my discount, and then my total cost. It says calculate the discount and the total cost. So now I have to subtract this from here, from my original cost of $150. I'm going to change colors and zoom in some to give myself some more space. 150 minus 52.50. So here I've calculated my total cost at $97.50 by doing 150 minus 52.50. All right, on to the next problem. I'm going to read this one and then just kind of show you the work and explain it without doing it live. Matt and 5 friends go out to dinner. They each spend $15 on their meal. They decide to leave a gratuity of 15%. What is the total cost of the meal, including the gratuity? So that's your tip. So total cost of the meal without gratuity, gratuity, total cost with gratuity. So we have 3 things we need to figure out here when we do this. All right, now with the extra step here, it's a little bit tricky, and you have to read the problem carefully. Matt and 5 friends go out to dinner. They each spend $15 on their meal. So Matt plus 5 friends is 6. So if they each spend 15, that's 6 times 15, that's 90. Total cost without gratuity is $90. 90 becomes my 100%, 15% of this. So I go and find 10% by dividing by 10, that's $9. And then I divide it by 2. Is $4.50, so I have 10 and 5. I add those together. Right here, I got $13.50 becomes 15%. That's their tip, so $13.50 is the tip. To figure out the total meal, I take 90 plus my tip is $103.50. That is my total cost of the meal here. This problem, you earn a 5% commission on sales. If you sell $4,500 worth of stuff, what commission will you earn? So just to finish up, what I did here is I did 4,500 is 100%. I then divided this by 10 to get 10%. Now my goal is 5%. And that means I just shifted over my decimal point to get $450. My decimal point just moved there. Then I had to divide this by 2. I did some long division over here. I got 225. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So this here is 5%. The commission was $225 for this sale here. So again, this is how you can use percents to solve commission, tip, and discount problems.